The licensing, who are old councillors but not been on this panel before, and can I also welcome some of the new councillors who've, I think this is your first time on the council, so welcome to everybody. My name's Andrew Hodson, I'm the chairman of this committee. We also have Margaret O'Donnell, for those of you who don't know her, who is the licensing manager, and we have another new person here who's been in the post about 3 months, I believe, our new, what's your title? Principal lawyer. So he's our new lawyer, and we all know Anne Beecham at the end, and then we all know one another, of course. So I will start the meeting by doing the normal thing that those of you who chair know what we have to say, and that is this meeting will be webcast and a record retained on the council website for those at home viewing the webcast. And I'd like to inform you that if you look above where the video, you'll see a resources tab. Select this, and a link to the agenda will appear in the right-hand side. And this will allow you to open the agenda in PDF format and following this discussion and debate. And my role is to ensure the committee runs smoothly, having regards to procedure, behaviour and ethics. So we now start with the Licensing Act Committee, which is due to start at 5:30. And first of all, can I ask if any members have any interest, any declarations of interest on any of the items on this committee? No? Are there any apologies from anybody? No? And we've all switched our telephones off. Has everybody read the minutes, which are 1 to 4 in these papers? And is everyone happy that they're signed off? Yes? Okay, thank you. Minutes of the licensing panel as well. They're agreed. Yep. Right, Margaret, do you want to talk us through this first?
Advise, there's no substantive matters to report at this meeting. I think the most important thing from my perspective is to welcome, as you have done, Chair, new members to the committee and to give them assurances that, you know, we are, as officers, are here to support you in your role on this committee and on the panels that will be drawn from this committee. So in accordance with the Licensing Act 2003, we can formulate licensing panels from this committee, and that will consist of no more than 3 members at any one time. And the purpose of those panels will be to consider applications under the Licensing Act and the Gambling Act. Thank you, Chair.
I'll bring you in a minute, David. Okay. We had training the other week, and I know some of you went home early or you went off to other meetings, and you promised to watch the recording to get the rest of the training. Can everyone assure me that you did that? Yes? So everybody's had full training, because it is legally, you are legally obliged to do that now. Okay? What I would say, with Margaret's just said about the panels, if everybody could try and do their best to attend some of them, because it seems to fall to the same people. Dave Mitchell's got a big grin on his face. It seems to fall to the same people all the time. So if everyone could do their fair share, it would be appreciated. I know some of you have commitments and you can't do the full daytimes, but if you could try to help out, it would be very much appreciated. Thank you. Do you want to say something, Councillor Bird?
Yeah, I think you have actually just sort of touched on what I was going to say, actually, Mr. Chair. It was just really whether there was a clarification needed on the nuances of the different panels by Margaret for those who are new in the post, because there are some peculiarities. I know the training picked up on a fair bit, Margaret, but it was whether there was something that maybe the new panel members might need to be aware of that we haven't touched on. That was all, Chair. Thank you.
Yes, Chair. I think it's important, as Councillor Bird has explained, is that does it assist if I take this off? If people can hear me better, possible. Sorry. Yes. So, yeah, I think we have to get used to some new terminology currently as well, because this is the Licensing Act Committee, and previously. There were subcommittees drawn from this called licensing subcommittees, that we now reference them as licensing panels not to be confused with the regulatory panel, which is drawn from the regulatory committee, and there has to be that separate and distinction between the two. But what I, as the chair has done, encourage you to, when you have circulated details of a panel, you will be given the details of the name of the premises and the address of the premises. If that premises is in your ward, then you would not be eligible to sit on that panel. You can, or you would have been notified of that application prior and during the consultation period, during which you could, as a ward councillor, make representations on such an application, but we would not expect you to actually sit on that panel. And further to the reference to training, what I would ask is that for those members who have not considered an application before, that you observe a hearing before you actually sit on a hearing. The hearings will be webcast, so you would be able to watch them on the webcast and possibly look at some past ones that we have had during the past 12 months. We have had a significant number of hearings during the last year, so they would also be accessible so that you get an understanding of the process involved in that, if that assists, Chair.
Yeah. I think Margaret did explain that. I think Margaret did explain that even if you're on the panel and you have an issue in your ward, you can come and speak on behalf of the people who are complaining about the premises, so you can come as a ward councillor even if you're on the panel. The only thing you can't do is sit on it. Has anyone got any questions they might want to ask Margaret while we're here?
Hi Margaret, I was just wondering, you know, like on the planning committee, you can easily see, I mean the planning applications, you can easily see what the results were. Can that not be done for the same for licensing, so you can see the results of them easily online? I know you can find them somehow, but it's not as simple as the planning ones.
Yeah, I mean, there's, I mean, I think what you are referring to is the fact that there will be applications that are considered by a panel and determined by a panel, and therefore they are minuted, and those decisions are published in the recorded minutes. Any other applications are put on our public register, so all decisions relating to any applications that we have, granted are there on the public register. But I'll review our website and see if we can make it more prominent.
If you're on a premises licence, sometimes it's 5 working days before we get the decision out. Okay, councillor.
Thanks, Chair. I just wanted to apologise for the delay in me getting here, and also to declare an interest in the sense that my partner has a private hire licence through Wirral Council.